You should have heard the oohs and ahs. Everyone wondering who she was.
You think they've never seen a lady before?
And when the Prince of Transylvania asked to meet her and gave his arm to lead her to the floor, I said, you did it, you did it, you did it. She was ecstatic and so dapper as a crash, but they never would have
Thank heavens for Zoltan Carpathy. If it weren't for him, I should have died in Boston. He was there, all right, up to his usual tricks.
Carpathy? That dreadful Hungarian? Was he there?
Yes. That flag uses the science of speech. Was a black man and swindled and teach. He made it the devilish business of his to find out who this Miss Doolittle is. Every time we looked around there, it was that heavy heart from Budapest. Leaving us alone, never have I ever known how to protest. Surely I decided it was foolish not to let him have a chat with her. So I stepped aside and let him dance with her. Oozing charms from every pore, he whirled his way around the floor. Every trick that he could play, he used to strip her mask away. And when at last the dance was done, he glowed as if he knew he'd won. And with a voice too eager and a smile too broad, he announced to the hostess that she was a fraud.
No!
Yellow! Her English is too good, this sir, which clearly indicates that she is foreign. Jealous authors are instructed in the native language English people are. And although she may have started with an excellent diction and grammarian, I can't tell that she was Hungarian. Not only Hungarian, but the bride. She is a princess. Her blood, he said, is bluer than the Danube is or ever was. Royalty is absolutely written on her face. She thought I mistaken it, but actually I never was. How could she deceive another member of her race? I know it's language of the mastery, and she's Hungarian as the first Hungarian brand. All I can say is thank God it's all over. Now at last I can go to bed without dreading tomorrow.
Yes, I think I shall tell you, Higgins. Who it's been a great occasion. Good night.
Good night, Pickering. Good night, Mrs. Pierce. Mrs. Pierce. Oh, damn. I meant to tell her that I want coffee tomorrow instead of tea. Oh, well. Leave her a little note, would you, Eliza? Now, what the devil have I done with my slippers? devil do I know what's become of you? What does it matter what becomes of you?
You don't care. I know you don't care. You wouldn't care if I was dead. I'm no more to you than them slippers.
Those slippers.
Those slippers. I didn't think it made any difference now.
Why have you suddenly begun to act this way? Did I ask whether or not you complain of your treatment here?
No,
Has anyone treated you badly? Colonel Pickering, Mrs. Pierce?
no.
Certainly you don't pretend that I have treated you badly.
No.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Perhaps you're tired from the strain of the day. Have a chocolate.
No. Thank you.
I suppose it was natural for you to be a little anxious, but it's all over now. There's nothing more to worry about.
Nothing more for you to worry about. Oh, God, I wish I was dead.
Why? Never say why. Listen, Eliza, all this irritation is purely subjective.
I don't understand. I'm too ignorant.
It's all in your imagination. Nobody's hurting you. There's nothing wrong. Listen, go to bed and get a good night's sleep. Say your prayers and have a cry, and that'll make you feel comfortable.
I heard your prayers. Thank God it's all over.
But don't you thank God it's all over? Now you're going to do whatever you like.
What am I fit for? What have you left me fit for? Where am I to go? What am I to do? What's to become of me?
Is that what's bothering you? Oh, Eliza, I shouldn't worry about that. I'm sure you'll have no trouble fitting in somewhere or other. Though I hadn't quite realized you'd be going away. You know, you could marry. You see, Eliza, not all men are confirmed old bachelors like me and Pickering. Some of them are the marrying sort. Poor devils. And you're not unattractive. In fact, at times it's quite a pleasure to look at you. Of course, not now. You've been crying and you look like the very devil. But when you're quite right in yourself, you're what I should call attractive. Now, go to bed and get a good night's rest, and when you wake up in the morning, look at yourself in the glass. Then you won't feel quite so cheap.
We were above that at Covent Garden.
What do you mean?
I sowed flowers I didn't sell myself.
Oh, please, Eliza, you wouldn't have to marry some fellow if you didn't want to.
What else am I to do?
Lots of things. What about that idea about a florist shop? Pickering could set you up in one. He has lots of money. Of course, you'll have to pay for those togs you've been wearing, and as for the hire of the jewelry, you should burn quite a nice hole in 200 pounds. Oh, but you'll be all right. I must get off to bed. I'm devilishly sleepy. Oh, I was looking for something. What was it?
Your slippers.
Yes, you shied them at me.
Before you go, sir, do my clothes belong to me or Colonel Pickering?
What the devil use would they be to Pickering?
I want to know what I may take away with me. I don't want to be accused of stealing.
Stealing? Eliza, you shouldn't have said it. That shows a want of feeling.
I'm sorry. I'm only a common ignorant girl, and there can't be any feelings between the life of you and the life of me. So please, will you just tell me what belongs to me and what doesn't?
Hey, take the whole damn house full if you like. Except the jewels, they're high. Will that satisfy you?
Stop, please. Will you take these to your room and keep them safe? I don't want to run the risk of them being missed.
Oh, hand them over. Now, if these belong to me, and so the jeweler, I'd round down your ungrateful throat.
The ring. It doesn't belong to the jewelers. It's the one you bought me in Brighton. I don't want it now. Don't you hit me!
Hit you? You infamous creature! How dare you accuse me of such a thing? It is you who have hit me. You wounded me to the heart.
I'm glad. Now I've got a bit of my own back anyhow.
You have caused me to lose my temper. A thing that has hardly ever happened. I prefer to speak no more of this tonight. I'm going to bed.
You better leave your own note for Mrs. Pierce about the coffee, for it won't be done by me.
Damn Mr. Pierce, and damn the coffee, and damn you, and damn my own folly for having wasted my hard-earned knowledge and the treasure of my regard and intimacy on a heartless, gutless night. is the only place that I can...
Freddie, you don't think I'm a heartless kind of snipe, do you?
Oh, no, darling. How could you imagine such a thing? You know how I feel. I've written you 2 or 3 times a day telling you. Sheets and sheets, Eliza.
And the world is full of singing, and I am breathing higher than the birds. Touch and my heart begins to glow. Oh, the heavens come, oh, darling, and
Words, 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 I'm so sick of words. I get words already. Was hoping enough of you. If I know you're talk of stars burning above. If you're in love, show me. Tell me no dreams filled with desire. If you're on fire, show me. We are together in the middle of the night. Don't talk of spring, just hold me tight. Anyone who's ever been in love will tell you that this is no time for a chat. Your lips, long for my touch. Don't say how much. Show me, show me. Don't talk of love lasting through time. Make me know dying for you. Show me now. Sing me no song, read me no rhyme. Don't waste my time. Show me. Don't talk of truth, don't talk of war. Don't talk at all. Show me. Anything I ever want to hear another word. There isn't one I haven't heard. We are together, but all to be a dream. Say one more word and I'll scream. Haven't your arms hunger for mine? Please don't incline. Show me, show me. Don't wait until wrinkles and lines falls out all over my
boy. Why do you think I'm dressed up like a bloody pallbearer? Your stepmother wants to marry me. Now I'm respectable. She wants to be respectable.
Well, if that's the way you feel, then why don't you give the money back?
That's the tragedy of it, Eliza. It's easy to say chuck it, but I haven't the nerve. We're all intimidated. Intimidated, Eliza, that's what we are, and that's what I am. Bought up. That's what your precious professor has brought me to.
Not my precious professor.
Ah, sent you back, has he? First he shoves me in middle class, then he chucks you out for me to support you. All part of his plan. But you double-cross him, Eliza. Don't come home to me. Don't take tuppence from me. You stand on your own 2 feet. You're a lady, you can do it.
It's getting awfully cold in that taxi, Eliza.
I say, you want to come and see me turned off this morning? St. George's, Hanover Square. 10
21. I should say about 5'3". Her eyes?
Round!
Brown. Her hair, well, it's rather neutral, nondescript color. But I should say more
Round, round, round!
You heard what he said. Brown. Yes, this is her residence. I should say between 3 and 4 o'clock this morning. No. 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 No relation at all. Let's just say a good friend. Now, see here, my good man, I'm not your people in terror of that question. What the girl does here is our affair, and your affair is to get her back so she can continue doing it.
What in all heaven could have prompted her to go? After such a triumph in the fall. Who could have impressed her? What could have possessed her? I cannot understand the rest at all.
I have a good sculpture in the Home Office. Perhaps he can help while you have a call. Whitehall 7244, please.
Women are irrational, that's all there is to them. Their heads are full of cotton hay and rags. There's nothing but exasperating, irritating, vacillating, calculating, agitating, mad and infuriating hags.
A broomstick button, please. Yes, I'll wait.
Pickering, why can't a woman be more like a man? Yes, why can't a woman be more like a man? Men are so honest, so thoroughly square, eternally noble, historically bound. When you win, will always give you a back of hands. Why does a woman be like that? Why does everyone do what the others do? Can't a woman learn to use her head? Why do they put everything their mothers do? Why don't they throw up the light down fathers instead? Why can't a woman take after a man? They're so pleasant, so easy to please. Whenever you're with them, you're always pleased. Would you be slighted if I didn't speak for hours?
Of course
Would you
not.
be livid if I had a drink or two?
Nonsense.
Would you be wounded if I never sent you flowers?
Never.
Or why does a woman be like you? One man in a myriad may shout it. Now and then there's one who's slightly vexed. One perhaps who's truthful as you doubt it. But by and large, we are a marvelous sex. Why can't a woman be more like a man? Men are so friendly, nation like, a better companion. You never will lie. If I were hours late for dinner, would you better? Of course not. If I forgot your silly birthday, would you fuss? Nonsense. Would you complain if my cow smelled better?
Never.
Why did a woman be like us?
Hello, broomstick button, please. Oh, boozy, you'll never guess who this is. Yes, it is. By John, what a memory. How are you doing, old fellow? It's so good to hear your voice again. Has it really? 30 years? There's a lot of water under the thing. Listen, old chap, I'll tell you why I called. Something rather unpleasant has happened at this end. Can I come right over and see you? Oh, good, I'll be right there. Thank you, Boozy. Mrs. Pierce? And going over to the Home Office.
I do hope you find the girl, Colonel Beverly. Mr. Higgins would really miss her.
Mr. Higgins will miss her. Blast, Mr. Higgins, I'll miss her.
Pickering! Where's the girl?
He went over to the Home Office, sir.
Now, there's a good fellow. You see, Mrs. Pierce, I'm Mr. and he runs the help. Mrs. Pierce, you're a woman. Why does a woman be more like a man? Men are so easy, so strange, ready to help you, to rid his house, ready to run wherever you are now. Why does a woman be a charm? Why is thinking something will never do? Why is what you never even tried? Straightening up their hair is all they ever do. Why don't they straighten out the medicines inside? Why don't
wanted you back at all.
Oh, indeed. Then what are we talking about?
About you, not about me. If you come back, I shall treat you as I have always treated you. I can't change my nature, and I don't intend to change my manners. My manners are exactly the same as Colonel Pickwick's.
That's not true. He treats us flower girls as if she were a duchess.
And I treat a duchess as if she were a flower.
Oh, I see. The same to everyone.
Just so. The great secret, Eliza, is not having good manners or bad manners, or any other particular sorts of manners, but having the same manner for all human souls. The question is not whether I treat you rudely, but whether or not you've ever heard me treat anyone else better.
Oh, I don't care how you treat me. And don't you mind you swearing at me. I wouldn't mind a black eye. I've had one before this. But I won't be passed over.
Now get out of my way, but I won't stop for you. You talk about me as if I were a motorbus.
So you are a motorbus. I'll bounce and go, and no consideration for anyone. But I can get along without you. Don't you think I can't?
I know you can. I told you you could. You never stop to wonder, I suppose, whether you could do without me.
Don't try to get around me. You'll have to.
And so I shall, without you or any other human soul. But I've learned something from your idiotic notions, Eliza. I confess that humbly and gratefully.
Well, you have my voice on your gramophone. When you get lonely without me, you may turn it on. It has no feelings to hurt.
I can't turn your soul on.
Oh, you are a devil. You can twist the heart of a girl as one can twist her arms to hurt her. But what am I to come back for?
For the fun of it, that's why I took you on.
And you may throw me out tomorrow if I don't do everything you like.
Yes, you may walk out tomorrow if I don't do everything you like.
And live with my father.
Yes, or so glad. Or would you rather marry Pippin?
I would marry you if you asked me, and you're nearer my age than what he is.
Then he is.
I'll talk as I like. You're not my teacher now, and that's not what I want.
I suppose you've always had boys wanting you that way. Freddie, perhaps?
He writes me twice and 3 times a day, sheets and sheets.
Oh, so that's it. You want me to be as infatuated about you as he is that it?
No, I don't. That's not the sort of feeling I want from you. I want a little kindness. I know I'm a common, ignorant girl, and you're a book-learned gentleman, but I'm not dirt under your feet. What I did, not for the dresses and the taxis, but to care. I came to care
minutes ago you were a millstone around my neck. Now you're a tower of strength, a concert battleship. I like you like this.
Goodbye, Professor Higgins. You shall not be seeing me again.
Mother! Mother!
What? What has happened?
She's gone.
Well, what do you expect?
What am I to do?
Do without, I suppose.
And so I shall. If the Higgins oxygen burns in her little lungs, let her seek some stuffiness and suit her. Or she's an owl, sickened by a few days of my sunshine. Like me without her or anybody. I have my own soul, my own spark of divine fire.
Bravo, Eliza. Bravo.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, and we're also gonna have to take the pickups right after the troll, whatever. He's got jam, he's got jam. Let's do first, we're gonna have to start right now at the beginning again. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I've grown accustomed to her face.
She almost makes the day begin. I've grown accustomed to the tune. She whistles night and noon. Her smiles, her frowns, her ups, her downs are second nature to me now. Like breathing out and breathing in. I was serenely independent and content before we met. Surely I could always be that way again. And yet, I've grown accustomed to her looks, accustomed to her voice, accustomed to her face. Man, Freddie, what an infantile idea! What a brainless, heartless, wicked thing to do! Oh, but she'll regret it, she'll regret it! It's due before they even take the bath! I can see her now, Mrs. Freddie Ainsworth here, in a wretched little flat above a store. I can see her now, with a penny in the till, and a bill collector beating on her door. She'll try to teach the things I taught her. Instead of sitting flowers instead. Begging for bread and water, while her husband has breakfast in bed. In a year or so, when she's prematurely pregnant and the blossom in her cheek is turned to chocolate, she'll come home and lo, and have acted run away with a social climbing artist from New York. Poor Eliza. How simply frightful. How humiliating. How delightful. I pointed to feel that inevitable
man, or throw the baggage out. Be the most forgiving man who sought to never would, ever could take a position and staunchly never budge. Just a most forgiving man. But I should never take her back. If she were crawling on her knees. Let her promise to return. Let her shiver, let her blow. And I will slam the door and let the hellcat breathe. Now, Brett, ha! But I'm so used to her say good morning every day. Her joys, her woes, her highs, her lows are second nature to me now. Like breathing out and breathing in. I'm very grateful she's a woman and so easy to forget. Rather like a habit one can often break. And yet, I've grown accustomed to the trace of something in the air, accustomed to her face.
I washed my face and hands before I came, madam.
Eliza, where the devil